Hello again. So welcome to how to set up your HoneyBook. This is video 4 of a 5-part video series. If you have not watched video 1 through 3, pause right now and go ahead and watch those first 3 videos because you're going to want to make sure that those 3 videos and the action steps associated with those videos are done before I show you what is to come in this video. But like I said in the previous videos, if this is the first video you're watching, let me tell you why I started this video series. It was because a consultant friend of mine invested in HoneyBook. She was super excited to streamline her sales process until she opened up HoneyBook. And she thought, okay, Nicole, she actually sent me a text. Where do I even start with this? Like, how do I get this started? How do I set it up the right way? So this video series is the answer to that big question. So in part 4, this video is all about proposals. This is the reason why I fell in love with HoneyBook. As a consultant who helps other consultants, I understand the pain of using multiple different platforms to actually get a lead to turn into a client. There is the discovery call, and then there's the proposal, and there's a negotiation with proposals sometimes, and then you have to get them to sign the contract, and then you have to send them an invoice and chase down that initial investment to retain your services. And then you have to track those payments because there's going to be other payments that come along with a bigger project. So there's all these components to actually the sales process. HoneyBook streamlines all of that with their proposals. So this video is dedicated strictly to proposals, which actually includes the contracts, invoice, and payment right inside. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nicole Mace of the Systemize CEO, and I am a system strategist and a digital learning designer. I focus on helping mama coaches and consultants scale their businesses with simple systems, dynamite digital programs, and accountability in community. If you're new here, you're going to want to make sure that you subscribe and hit like so you do not miss the other videos I have coming your way on how actually to work on your business, not just in your business. Let's talk about what we're going to learn in this video. So the first thing I'm going to go through is how to actually structure and set up your service packages. So service packages is a feature actually in HoneyBook that's going to give you one place to set up your offers so that when you update your offers, it's going to be automatically updated in all of the other templates. So we're going to start with packages. The second component is looking at contracts. So you can create different contracts, obviously, for different services and easily be able to pull those into your proposals. The third component is how to actually build out a complete proposal template that you could then can apply for any specific project type automatically. So we're going to dive in and get ready to learn a whole lot. Okay, let's go ahead and get started on how to create your packages, your service packages in HoneyBook. It's very important for you to actually create packages around your services. As most of us we are moving from being a person-based, super customized business to a system-based business with more productized services so that you are able to simplify, organize, and then scale. So let me show you how to create those service packages in HoneyBook so that you can easily pull them into a proposal. So to find them, you're going to go to Tools, you're going to go to My Templates, and then you're going to scroll down to the very bottom section of the menu and find Packages. The packages will show up in Cards here, and you can add a new one by going here and actually going all the way down to Package, or you can go to Create a New Package. So when you are selecting to create a new package, this is the blank template that you will be shown. The name of the entire package goes here. So it could be like a 2023 package that you are providing, or it could be an overall service. Now, here's the thing with a service package. You are pulling in your other services because you know that your client needs all of these services in order to reach their desired outcome. So that is the goal of a package. Instead of just selling your services kind of one-off here or there, you are selling them a package deal. So in the package description, you want to describe what is a transformation. They're going from what to what. And these are the services included to get them there, right? So they're going to just do like a 1 to 2 sentence description of the transformation. Then in the services, what I recommend clients do is describe either the milestones or the services within the package. So if it's an overall project, then I have them put like the different phases of the project or the milestones, like I said. If it is, an overall package with multiple services, this is where you're going to outline those services. So we're going to put a service or a milestone name. And then the description can be another 1 to 2 sentences with a description. Next, I like to bullet point out the deliverables. So it's very clear on what your client is going to tangibly have at the end of the service package. Okay, and then you can just add another item there for how many services included. Let me point your attention to the fact that you can provide quantities of these services. And then it's going to show a unit price and a total. So if this is like ongoing support, and then you want to allow that lead to select how many months of ongoing support they want, and you're charging $300 per month or $400 per month, and then it's going to show a total here. Okay, but all of these factors can be removed from your actual proposal if you just want this to be a package total. So maybe this is a $3,000 package total. Okay, so think about the transformation that you are able to provide your client. What is all included in that transformation? And there is your service package. I'm going to bring your attention to the left-hand side here. These are all of your packages. These are like a filing cabinet of your packages. Let me show you one that I have completed. This is my suite sales system service. So you can see the name is here. This is the name that you have as well as was shown to them. A short description, and then each of the essentially project phases with the deliverables for every single phase. Okay, so it's very clear what they are getting, what it is overall, what the deliverables are for the entire package. So I'm not coming into, a HoneyBook account and saying, okay, I'm just going to create their account, make sure everything's set up. I'm not going to just go in and create their proposal template. I'm not going to go in and create their client onboarding workflow and just do that, right? If they want me to work in their HoneyBook account, I'm going to build out the entire sales system because that's a transformation my clients usually need. They have a messy sales system. It's taking them too much time, too much cognitive load. There's other things that they really need to be focusing on. They need their sales system to be pretty hands off. That's the transformation I'm providing. And these are the services that are included in order for my client to get that transformation. All right, so those are packages. Very passionate about helping women entrepreneurs figure out how to package their services so they can productize their services, being able to systemize things, be very process driven so they can scale or even have more freedom in their day. All right, so those are packages. Next step on the docket is creating your contracts. So right now I'm just in templates. Again, you can find templates by going My Templates from Tools, My Templates, and Template Gallery. So if we wanted to create a new contract, I'm going to go to the template gallery and I'm going to filter down to contracts. Okay. So there are 18 templates available for you. Now these contracts, the first thing they're going to see is that, this is just here for convenience, but this is not a substitute for your legal services or legal advice. So I want to show you some components of these services or of these contracts that are within HoneyBook. They're pretty great. Before I dive in there, I wanted to give you one recommendation if you are looking to purchase contracts with legal verbiage, right? One of my favorite places is the contract shop. You can really filter down with what type of contract you're looking for. Sometimes I go shop by field, I'll go to consultant, and you can see there are a ton of contracts that you purchase once, right? And you can use it over and over in your business. So if you're hiring a virtual assistant, you're a conference speaker, or you're hiring a conference speaker, right? All these contracts available to purchase one time, and then you can use it over and over in your business. So just wanted to give you that resource. Okay, let's dive into an actual HoneyBook contract, and I will show you the fun things that HoneyBook has provided for us. So the first thing I want to show you is that delete this block before use, right? Just like I said, just saying that this is not a substitution for legal advice. So I'm just going to delete that block because we do not need it. The next thing I want to point you to is the fact that this is still a smart file, right? You can still add whatever you want here. So if you want more images, if you want a video on here, if you want to give more instructions through text, that's all available, just like a regular smart file. And essentially this has been added. This is a contract block has been added to this smart file. So in a contract block, when I click on the actual contract block itself inside the contract, you'll find on the right-hand side contract content you're able to insert. First are the smart fields. These are essentially pre-populated fields based on data or information you've already put in that client project. So for example, entered into on date, it's going to give you today's date. The project date can automatically be pulled from the project itself if you've already entered that project date. A location can be added in here if necessary. Your information can be added in here, right, automatically. And then the client information. So if I go here to a gray field, again, this is a smart field, but it doesn't have the little star, which means the data is missing and you are expecting the client to be able to fill out these components here. Bring your attention over to the right-hand side. You can dictate what permissions the client has to change information on the actual contract. So clients can edit, right? So maybe you can pull it in directly from that project, but they can edit it if they have a preferred name. Maybe you don't have their name and they must fill this part in, or maybe they can't edit, right? So you're going to use whatever name that you have on the project and it's going to automatically pull that in and it cannot be edited. You can also change what that placeholder text says. So you can say just client, right? Client name maybe is just fine. You can see that's updated there automatically. And then the content field. So you can actually pull information from your contract and feed it back to the project. So if you're gathering more information on the contract, you can have it go back to the project. Okay. So let's see what else. Okay, so those are smart fields. You can delete a smart field anywhere that you don't want it, just with a backspace there. Maybe there's no location, it's all virtual. You can add a smart field wherever you would like. So let's see, I need another smart field right here. I can add the smart field and I can say this smart field is actually going to be pulled from some data of the project itself. So maybe I want to put the project budget, or maybe let's see what else we can put here. If there's a second client, so if there's two people on the client, then we can have, second client full name there, right? Okay, so let me pull your attention down here to services section. Once this contract is pulled into a proposal and the previous page of the contract is a services page, and that lead has selected the service or the package that they want to purchase, that will automatically populate with a service recap inserted. So automatically there is a service recap section automatically inserted, but if you don't have this and you want to place it, in this section, you'll literally be able to click insert once you add this invoice or a service selection to the file. So again, pull this into your actual proposal, then this is available to you. Okay, the last thing I want to show you on here is we'll scroll down to the bottom and see how easy it is for that client and yourself to be able to sign this contract digitally, right? So no using another software to get an actual digital signature, none of that. It's all wrapped up in your proposal. Okay, so those are contracts. Okay, so the last component on here is super fun. I want to show you how to build a proposal. I'm going to back out of here and I'm going to clear the filters. I'm still in the the template gallery. I'm going to filter down to proposals. So what you're going to find in a proposal template is that it's going to have a page dedicated for services or packages to select, right? Your invoice, your contract, and your pay wrapped up into one beautiful smart file to send in one email. Okay, so if I select this template here, I'm going to edit this template. The first thing it's going to ask is say, save time, add your default theme, your company branding. I'm going to say yes, please update everything so it looks like it's coming from my company. And it's also just warning me that currently this template is not set to be kind of restricted behind a client portal wall. So I can show you how to change those settings in a moment. So I want to just point out what pages are in this template. We have an introduction page, right? We have a proposal. So these are the suggested services or packages for the client to select. So we have a service there, and then we have some add-ons there. So let me show you in a service block. So this is a service item that's been pulled in. If I want to add another service item, so a row of service items, click there, and I can just start typing for individual services or the overall package. So if I'm going to pull in my suite sales system, everything gets pulled in automatically. Okay, love that. Love that for us. Okay, so I'm going to click in that area and I'm going to change some design options. So in the design options, actually for this individual service item here, I'm going to say that, I'm going to click in there. I'm going to change the display for the sub item. And I'm going to say, you know what, we don't need to show quantity. We don't need to show a unit price or a sub price because it is just part of this package. So let me go through here and just remove those design choices. Okay, and then for this last component here, I'm going to do that same thing, remove this, because what I want to add on is an add-on service item. I'm going to keep that, and I'm going to keep that. I clicked everything off. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to add is a section for possible add-ons. So I'm going to add actually another block here. It's going to be a service block. And then what I want to add on, now it's pulling up services, other services, but what I can just add so I'm going to change this to required. I'm going to say, yeah, they can select multiple, but there's only one option, but it's not required, right? So this is an add-on option. And so I'm going to let the quantity be shown here, right? So I'm going to make sure that when I click on the actual add-on service option, that clients can customize quantity. I set a minimum and a maximum. This is a monthly unit, and this is the unit price per month, okay? Okay, and that is really what I want to show you in a proposal. So the previous video really walked through how to customize a smart file. Definitely watch that if you want to look at all the design options. Okay, when you're ready to save all of your work, you'll want to make sure that it is named something that you are able to recognize. Proposal 4, right? Okay, and then it's automatically going to be saved to your templates, all right? Click update to save everything. So everything, anytime something changes on this template, it's going to ask you to update it. And now it's going to be in your saved template. So if I go back here and I go to my templates and go to the save folder, it will be right there for you. You can also move it and organize it into your proposals folder, again, to keep everything else organized. Okay, friends, we have gone over how to create a package, how to set up your contracts and make sure that data is auto-populated, and how to set up your proposal template. Note, you can create proposal templates for every type of service that you have that's more customized to, again, productizing your overall service packages. If you are looking for a way to set up your packages in HoneyBook, how to articulate that transformation, and then create a really high impact lead management system, I do have a mini course called Prep Your Perfect Prospects, how to set up all those components so that your lead is super excited to jump into the sales call with you. All right, and if you are thinking to yourself, HoneyBook sounds awesome, I really want to set this up so that my sales system is super streamlined and really hands-off, but has a great reputation for my leads, then I want to point you to my Done For You Suite Sales System. This is a completely built out system in 4 weeks, as I showed you in this video. It is available if you are thinking, I really want to set this up, but I do not have the capacity or the time to do this. I do offer the Done For You version. All right, so I will catch you in the last video, how to set up those beautiful, wonderful, lovely automations. I'll see you there.